Right now on Vegas Revealed, we've seen the Mirage close and the Tropicana implode.
Details on what's taking over the locations of these two famed hotel casinos.
This building will be approaching 700 feet. It will become a true icon.
Yes, the A's are coming.
The Sphere is an only in Vegas experience, but not for long. Which international location will be next to wow the world?
From rocking out on stage to building brands and business, we sit down with Sammy Hagar, the entrepreneur.
I started a brand in 1988. Most people that have their brands today some of them weren't even born.
All that and a ton more coming up.
Vegas Revealed starts now.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Level Up Law, starts now.
Welcome to Vegas Revealed. I'm Sean McAllister, along with Dana Roselli. And this half hour, we're taking a look back, but also into the future of Las Vegas.
Two major goodbyes happened on the Las Vegas Strip in 2024. The Mirage closed to start construction of the Hard Rock Hotel, and the Tropicana Las Vegas was imploded to make way for a baseball stadium.
And that's exactly where we're going to start. We were there at that 2:30 a.m. implosion and talked to the president of the LVCVA about what makes these implosion spectaculars so special here.
Yeah, and also what we can expect on that prime piece of land on Las Vegas Boulevard.
It has been an iconic part of Las Vegas for decades. It was, in its early years, a part of what made Las Vegas what we are now.
We understand what a responsibility it is to honor the legacy that was the Tropicana, and that means that what we bring to replace it with the A's has to be something great and keeps the city moving forward.
So many people have a connection to the properties here. They're so recognizable. So many people have stayed in these rooms, have come here to have fun. In other cities, if they have a building come down, very few people have a connection to it. Here, that Tropicana has had millions of people come through it. And so they feel something, and that's different than other cities, and it's what makes these implosions such a special event.
Yeah, we're so different. So many people ask us, what's next? Are the A's really coming here? Can you just give me a quick little synopsis on, where we stand with that?
Yes, the A's are coming. They have the money to do it. They've committed. They're in the process of making it happen. The agreements with the Stadium Authority are nearing completion. They're on track. And the chatter you hear around and the questions and the skepticism, I'd just tell folks, wait a few years and you're going to see a baseball stadium up here.
So Bally's and the A's put on one heck of a show to say farewell to the Tropicana era of Las Vegas and hello to the Major League Baseball era.
Listen, this is why we love doing what we do. We've always got to be a part of history, right? There's so many historic moments in Las Vegas. It's so cool.
As we're standing here just before 3 o'clock in the morning. We're committed to being out here watching history happen.
I don't regret it. Do you?
Don't regret it.
We will learn more as things develop and, of course, keep you posted here on Vegas Revealed.
Well, now let's move on to the Mirage. This beloved property opened back in 1989 and closed its doors for good on July 17th of 2024. We were there as they celebrated the hotel casino's impact on Las Vegas and those day one employees.
Steve Wynn opened the Mirage. It then changed hands to MGM, then Hard Rock. Elaine Wynn was also there to speak. While we were there at the ceremony, we were able to talk with Hard Rock's chairman, Jim Allen, about the changes we're going to see and also that large guitar tower coming to the Strip.
I feel like some people have been a little divisive over the big guitar, you know? Can you give us some words of encouragement? I mean, listen, I'm all for it. Others are against it. Other cities where you have it, people love it.
I think that's an excellent question. And clearly some cities, people have said, Jim, we don't think that's the right thing. And we frankly have always yielded towards the local population or the governing, country that we're in. But in the case of Las Vegas, if there's ever a building or city, I should say, about wows, certainly Las Vegas would be that city. So when you talk about a structure, if anyone has gone online or seen the guitar in South Florida, that's about 450 some feet. This building will be approaching 700 feet. It will become a true icon, and that's something we think that creates international tourism, not just for Hard Rock, but frankly for Las Vegas. It was certainly a long, long battle since 2007. Actually 2006, when we actually announced the purchase of the brand. We looked at a lot of dirt. We certainly looked at a lot of buildings, but I don't think anyone can dispute this is probably the best piece of real estate on the Las Vegas Strip. It's truly the 50-yard line. And when you talk about a site that is almost 80 acres, it certainly gives us the ability to look at the future for massive expansion, assuming the business, hits its performance.
Are there any parts of the Mirage experience that are going to carry over into the new property?
I think the only thing that we are strongly considering is there will be a spot where people will be able to come and just see the legacy of the Mirage. But certainly that would be more of in a special small little area for people to visit that. But certainly the design, the decor, all of that will 100% change. I think that what's so important in the industry, not just here in Las Vegas, is to create a destination that's not solely based on slot machines and gaming tables. So clearly, that's a business model that we've been doing for quite some time. If you look at our brand on a global basis, we're incredibly successful now in freestanding hotels. Obviously, over 50 years, been incredibly successful with freestanding restaurants. So marrying that into all the other aspects of sports and entertainment is something that's very important to us.
A lot happening in 2025. Well, from closures and demolition to what's new and exciting.
Yeah, Boulevard is a 3-story shopping center on the Las Vegas Strip. Take a look at some of the renderings that they posted on their website. So far, announced tenants at that complex include an In-N-Out Burger, Adidas, an H&M, and an ABC store. Also, a flagship location for Puma, which just recently opened. You can see there are double-story retail spaces on the ground floor and a massive rooftop terrace with more retail and dining. There's even an outdoor performance space up there. The Boulevard complex looks like it's going to be a pretty great addition to the Central Strip corridor. More stores and restaurants should be open in early 2025.
Also announced Universal Horror Unleashed. Now, this is coming to Las Vegas in 2025 as well, and it's going to be the company's first ever year-round horror experience. It is the anchor tenant in the 20-acre expansion of Area 15. You're looking at the trailer now that was released during the announcement. It looks scary. Fingers crossed you make it out of here. If you love horror, I think this is going to be right up your alley, and I know a lot of people do.
From attractions to transportation, construction is continuing on our area's first high-speed passenger rail system.
I know, so many people weren't sure if this was going to happen, but it finally is. Brightline West is billed as a modern, eco-friendly system that will redefine train travel in America. It's going to connect Las Vegas to Southern California. The 218-mile passenger rail service will go from Las Vegas to Rancho Cucamonga, California. 96% of its alignment is going to be within the median of the I-15 highway.
The Las Vegas station will be located on a 110-acre property north of Blue Diamond Road between the I-15 and Las Vegas Boulevard.
Construction is expected to take about 4 years, with service beginning in 2028. Just in time for the Olympics.
From the man who dreamed up the Sphere to the filmmakers creating unforgettable moments there. They're all talking to Vegas Revealed.
Plus, Sammy Hagar has several successful food and beverage brands. So, have other stars asked him for business advice?
Well, yes, and people do all the time.
More with the Red Rocker next on Vegas Revealed.
But first, the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo returns to town December 5th through the 14th, and with the cowboy crowd comes some great country entertainment. Recording artist Cody Jinks is set to perform at Dolby Live at Park MGM for 2 nights. He tells Vegas Revealed that the rodeo crowd is an audience that's hard to beat.
Such an electric time to be out there. It's where art and music and sport and heritage and everything country, converges on one town, and it's pretty cool.
Catch Cody Jinks at Dolby Live December 6th and 7th. Vegas Revealed. We'll be right back.
If you've experienced a slip and fall, were injured in a place of business or on a construction site, call Level Up Law. Do you have a wrongful death case or been in a motor vehicle accident, even harmed in a rideshare? Our team specializes in personal injury cases. Call Level Up Law now at 855-LEVEL-UP. Elevate your case with Level Up Law. We've got your back. Call 855-LEVEL-UP. Your journey to justice starts here. Level Up Law. Justice at your fingertips.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. We see a lot of celebrity brands here in Las Vegas. Mark Wahlberg has restaurants and a tequila line. Blake Shelton and Jason Aldean have honky tonks. And Gordon Ramsay has created an empire of dining destinations with Caesars Entertainment.
But long before these brands became buzzworthy, rocker Sammy Hagar launched businesses of his own. We sat down with Sammy at the Palms to find out more about the business side of this rock and roll Hall of Famer.
I started a brand in 1988. Most people that have their brands today some of them weren't even born.
Well, now it's like if you're the friend of a reality star, you get a tequila brand. Yeah. But have people come to you to ask your advice on launching a brand? Because you clearly have launched many, and you've been so successful at it.
Well, yes, and people do all the time, and especially when the trend first started about 20 years ago, when people started saying, hey, I want to try to make my own vodka or whatever, what do I got to do? And I was, it was easy for me to give advice because I did it organically, and the way I did it was I was hands-on. You got to go do it yourself. You got to go find the tequila. You got to, you don't just put your name on stuff. The experience for me was going to Mexico, to Jalisco, and seeing the farmers go pick the agaves, and they say, see this one, Senor Sammy, it's big, it's, mas grande, and it's going to be, and I'd say, oh, really? And I learned, and then I saw them chop it up, I saw them, cook them in the ovens, I saw them distill it, I saw the whole process, then I saw them put them in barrels, and I would taste it from the barrel. 6 months later, I'd say, oh, this is delicious. What happens if we leave it longer? Leave it longer. So I tasted it in 8 months. Wow, it's even better. It's ripe agave. Ripe agaves are expensive, and they're getting scarce because people are using jive ones to make jive tequila. They just put a bunch of sugar in it, and they put a bunch of coloring in it, and they say, oh, here you go. And the people that don't know it, they're drinking it anyway. Well, those people are eventually going to come around and say, well, I want to taste real tequila. And I'm going to say, well, try this one, and then I'm going to have them. So that whole experience is what I was telling people. You got to go for the whole experience. Don't just put your name on something. You might as well just put it on milk. Probably milk sells better than tequila anyway. So, but now it's like, it's all changed. It's like I don't even have any advice except for I hope you got about $40 million because the game has changed. It's different.
It was such an interesting and fun interview. Love seeing you guys chat. We have a longer portion of this interview because you guys talked about a lot of stuff.
For a long time.
And it's on our YouTube channel if you want to check it out.
Still to come, we talk to the man behind U2's immersive concert film now playing at the Sphere.
Yeah, we've seen both the live show and the film, and guess what? There's not much of a difference. Find out why next on Vegas Revealed.
Hey, now you are watching Vegas Revealed. If you didn't know that, I'm telling you, I'm Sammy Hagar, and guess what? I'm at Sammy's Island right here at the Palms Casino in sunny Las Vegas. Check it out. Woo!
When storms wreak havoc on your property, don't face the aftermath alone. Level Up Law is your ally in natural disaster recovery. Whether it's property damage, wind resulting in downed trees, wildfires, or water damage, our experienced team will help you. Call 855-LEVEL-UP for a free consultation. Call Level Up Law now, 855-LEVEL-UP, and take the first step toward rebuilding your life. Level Up Law, justice at your fingertips. Call today.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. Well, the world is getting a second Sphere.
Sphere Entertainment and the Department of Culture and Tourism in Abu Dhabi announced they will work together to bring a Sphere venue to Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Sphere Entertainment's executive chairman and CEO James Dolan says the vision for Sphere has always included a global network of venues.
The object of the Sphere is to convince you that you're not here, that you're someplace else, like I said, like the Amazon rainforest or the Arctic or under the ocean or in space, etc. To be able to take people to places like that and have them really feel what it's like.
So far, there's no opening date for Sphere Abu Dhabi just yet. So right now, Las Vegas is the only one.
I like being the standout.
Absolutely.
Well, U2 is back as a regular attraction at Sphere. The band's concert film, VU2, is part of the entertainment lineup there, and they just added more dates for January and February.
Yeah, we were there at the debut, and it is an incredible experience. So, what did it take to make a concert film like this? To find out, we spoke with Andrew Schulkind, who's in charge of filming content for the Sphere. Is this something that could have been done in another environment, or would it not translate as well to the screen at Sphere if it wasn't shot inside Sphere using this special camera that was built specifically for Sphere?
I mean, that's exactly it. There's no other way to tell that story and to kind of really tell that moment in time as we did in the venue. I think what's particularly unique about that, and this is different from any other concert film that you've ever seen or will see, is that you're actually hearing the sound mix from that night.
Yeah, I mean, I loved hearing the audience noise mixed in with the people that were also live sitting in there at the time. It was like a combination of both, even made it feel like a live concert.
I mean, we sat for probably a week and a half, 2 weeks in the venue, in the middle of the night doing proofing sessions, whether it was for color or for sweetening the mix or whatever it was. This was a case of like really wanting to faithfully represent what that experience was because it was such a unique moment in time.
Well, it's interesting because we interviewed Darren on the opening of the Sphere on the carpet there before he went in. And I remember like him just being like, listen, everything went as planned, fingers crossed. We think it's great. We think people are going to love it. I mean, so it's been a year where you guys have to get people's reactions. And I mean, as far as you're concerned, things are going the way that you want them to go, right?
I mean, we're definitely figuring out more about the medium. We're understanding more about what people react to. I think one of the things that's most poignant about both the postcard show and this show, as we're finding with kind of like, recurring performances, is you start to hear the patterns of what people react to, what audiences, because it's such a huge data set. You have, thousands of people in one space at a given time. That's so many more than you have in a movie theater. And you're starting to see kind of patterns of how people react. How do people respond to this line? Who laughs? Who gasps? When does this happen? And it's striking how kind of patternized that is. And you can sort of understand a little bit more about like human perception and how people respond to that experience.
And is this the kind of thing that we can expect from other performances that happen at Sphere?
I mean, it would be hard not to. We're still sort of thinking about how we do it, when we do it, when does it make sense? How do we tell that story? How similar, how different? But it certainly feels like something we're interested in exploring further. And I think, the whole purpose of the venue is to take you somewhere. So, where better to take you than right back to where you started from?
Well, literally before our interview, I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw Billboard put out the highest grossing residencies of all time. And I saw U2 and Dead and Company on the list. And I was like, already, it's all happened within, it hasn't even been a year.
I know. I will say I've been involved with this project for 5 years. And in those early days, just reflecting back on like, so what exactly is it that you do? Well, it's this venue. It's round. It's kind of hard to describe. It's super wide angle and it's really high resolution. It's sort of like, it's nice to actually see it all coming together.
Yeah.
And as somebody who deals with this technology hands-on, how far do you think the surface has been scratched with what is possible?
Barely.
Wow.
I really mean that seriously. We're really just even now trying to kind of unpeel how we tell stories. What's the psychology of imaging? How do people respond? Because you're sort of scratching itches people never knew they had. And so it sort of cracks open this rectangle that we're all accustomed to seeing.
It's incredible. And now, we are Vegas Revealed, so we got to ask, can you tell us what's next? We have rumors of a Wizard of Oz film, all sorts of stuff. Anything you can break here on Vegas Revealed?
Sure. But is the sound not working? I can't tell you that. Come on.
Did you just pull the Kourtney Kardashian?
I think it was. You're very good at that.
You heard it here first.
Love it. Now that is a teaser. I love it. I love it.
We had to try, right? You never know unless you try.
Hey, got to get those questions in.
Coming up, we'll tell you about some Las Vegas production shows that get rave reviews.
You may want to put these on your list for 2025. Keep it here on Vegas Revealed. Never miss an episode of Vegas Revealed.
Set your DVR to record new episodes now.
Stay on top of Las Vegas entertainment news, travel trends, buzzworthy interviews, and insider tips. Set your DVR to record Vegas Revealed and never miss an episode. Vegas Revealed, presented by Level Up Law. Weekends on Fox 5.
Or watch anytime.
Set your DVR now.
Call Level Up Law. 855-LEVEL-UP. Level Up Law. Call today.
Welcome back, everyone. For over 30 years, Mystère by Cirque de Soleil has been a fixture on the Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah, the show takes place over there at Treasure Island, and now the show has been immortalized with a very Vegas honor, its own street sign.
We were there at the ceremony and talked to the senior artistic director about what makes this show so successful.
Human performance. It's the foundation of what has made Cirque du Soleil the iconic industry that it created 40 years ago, 30 years here in Las Vegas. But when you come to see Mystère, you see the highest excellence of human performance right in front of your eyes. Every time someone comes to Mystère, they're, where did you find these people? How did they learn what they do in front of us night, 10 shows a week? They're blown away by just the human skill set.
Congratulations to the cast and crew.
Ka is another longtime Cirque production. You can see that one over at MGM Grand, and you'll be able to see it for a while longer. Cirque du Soleil announced that Ka performances have been extended through November of 2026. That is good news.
Well, this is a newer show that has everyone talking. It's a little bit different. You actually stand on a dance floor and the show happens around you. It's over at the Linq. It's called Disco Show. And the venue also has a restaurant, a couple bars too, all with this like disco era theme.
Yeah, this one is produced by Spiegel World, who also puts on popular shows like Atomic Saloon and Absinthe. You'll learn some dance moves out there and have an absolute blast.
Yeah, tickets are only $99. They do a 7 p.m. show and a 9:30. Highly recommend it, especially if you have a group of people. It's a fun outing.
Yeah, a good night out, an alternative to a nightclub, it looks like.
Yeah. Hey, listen, if you want to watch any of our past episodes, you can always go to our YouTube channel. We stack them all up for you.
And you can scan the code on your screen to catch up on our past audio podcast episodes that are different from what you see here on TV.
Yeah, and you can follow us on social media too. Got to get that all out there. Follow us everywhere. Have a great week.